Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm really tired, so I'm sorry if I seem a bit like yeah, I haven't been sleeping very well since this whole thing started, and over the past week I've literally had between 2 to 3 hours sleep, which for me is not a lot at all. Like, I normally need at least 10 hours to like function properly. Yeah, so pretty much this whole week, or the last 7 days, that's pretty much how long I've been sleeping. And then I've been I've been trying to stay in bed so that my body can still rest, but I've been getting up around like 5 and then not going to bed till like maybe like 11. I don't really know what this is. Maybe this, I'm gonna kind of call this like an update video. Ignore the mess in the background. Yeah, so I did have a video planned for this week, but that particular video is not going to be up, so I wanted to do an update video on what's been happening the last like week or so. So yeah, on top of not sleeping, I've now been restricted. So before I said I left the house once a week to go to my doctor's appointment and get my prescriptions. They then brought out new criteria, so that people, I think it's people over 65, people who are like heavily pregnant, which I thought it should be pregnant people full stop, because whether you're, you know, just pregnant or about to give birth, like, you're still pregnant and it's still important to protect those people. So yeah, heavily pregnant. They might have changed it since now, but at the time it was heavily pregnant. People who are immune compromised, so they're, you know, like me. And people with chronic illness can then have their appointments over the phone instead. So I went to my appointment on last Monday, and my doctor took me in through the back. Like, she didn't even take me in through the front anymore. And then when we were coming out, she literally like walked me to my car, and there was this guy like literally standing, he was almost resting on the bonnet of my car. And she like went up to him and she's like, you need to like move, like I can't be within a certain distance of people. And then she pretty much had her arms out like this, and she was like kind of like protecting me and like making people like back away, so I had like a clean thing, like a clean path to my car. And then she was like, okay, we're gonna have to do our appointments on the phone from now, like you can't come in anymore, it's getting like too bad. And then as I was about to leave, she was like, oh, like, I don't know when I'm gonna see you again. And we kind of had like a really sad moment, because I've seen her like once a week, or sometimes even more if I needed to, the last like 2.5 years, or however long we've been here. And it was just like a really sad moment that I don't know when I'm going to see her again. And we have like a really good relationship that obviously doesn't cross its boundaries of, you know, doctor and patient, but we do have a very close, like a nice relationship. But anyway, it was just a really sad moment that we don't know how long this is going to last for and what's going to happen. And then we had a bit of a sad, or not sad, but like morbid moment where I was like, oh, would you come to my funeral? I didn't just randomly say, would you come to my funeral if I died, but we got onto the topic of stuff like that, because I always have her last appointment of the day, so if she has time and stuff, like, we always have like a good conversation. And my actual appointment time like alone is like 20 minutes, so I think I was there for like over an hour, and we were just talking and stuff. Anyway, we got onto the topic of it, and then I ended up saying like, oh, like, would you come to my funeral, you know, if I was to die? And she was like, of course I would. And I was like, good, because I would want you there. I'm rambling, but yeah, basically, so my appointments are now on the phone, and I can't leave the house at all. I can't have anyone except the people living here. Like, I can't have my friends over and stuff like that. I can't go and see my mom, my grandparents, my sister, because they all live at my mom's, and I can't even see them. And it's just, I feel like I've had a bit of a decline, like, mentally, because it's really hard. Like, I didn't even think about stuff like that, and it's really tough. So I'm kind of struggling with that. I can't even go to see the house, like our house that's being built. Sorry, I've had to kind of lie down a bit because I was starting to feel quite dizzy. So we can't even go to our house. It's pretty much almost built, probably ready to move in within the next couple of weeks. We can't even go there because there's people that work on the site during the day and they're like touching things, and then if I go there and touch something that they've touched, like it's just too risky to even do that. And like stuff like that I didn't even really think would be an issue is like an issue. And you know how like Tom was going to like the pharmacy, well, we realized, and the pharmacy like instructed us kind of to do this. They were like, okay, when you get home, like because normally like Tom would like go and get my like medications and then he'd just hand me the bag. Obviously the pharmacy people are touching the boxes and other people have touched them, so now Tom like cuts open the box and just like tips out the sheets of medication. So like for example, so like these sheets, like he would like cut open the box and just pour the sheets past me, like one of the sheets. So you know, people haven't touched those. Well, they might have, but they told us to do that because it's safer than me like touching the outside of the boxes that like a bunch of people have touched. So yeah, basically I'm not doing that great like mentally. I'm trying to distract myself by like watching something like that I enjoy. For example, like One Tree Hill, that's what I've been watching at the moment. Also Animal Crossing came out on Nintendo Switch like last Friday, so a week today, and I have really been enjoying playing that, and that's really been distracting me, which has made me feel a bit better. And I have a couple of my friends that are also playing it, so we've like been going to each other's towns and stuff. And then I've been trying to FaceTime everybody as much as I can, but it kind of depresses me to do that because it's one thing to text and stuff, but actually seeing their face and knowing that you can't be with them, it's just really sad. And yeah, basically this is my update. I'm gonna try and do one for my other channel as well, probably tomorrow, and try and get that up because I haven't posted on there in a while. If you guys have any like video ideas that wouldn't be too hard to film and edit and get up, can you please leave it in the description, because I would really love to know, and try and get some more videos out that aren't really hard for me to film or don't involve me going outside. I do have a video that I filmed quite a few weeks ago when I could go outside before the quarantine or before the isolation, which I'm going to try and get that up. Anyway, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for the continued support and love. It really means the world to me, guys. It really does. So love you all, stay safe, and I'm gonna try and continue with the regular-ish uploads, if not every week, every like couple weeks or something like that. So I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video.